What's up, YouTube? Gonna make a video here, and first things first, it's gonna be like an update kind of thing going on. You know what I mean? And first things first is I have been playing Luigi's Mansion finally. Um, like the game, it's still good. You know, level design is still good and all this. You know, I don't expect any less from Nintendo, but I don't like how this game does one of the things I despise in video games today, and that's basically it holds your hand throughout the game. Any and everything you do is you got EGAD calling you on the dual screen, telling you obvious ass shit or just wasting extra time telling you what you are supposed to be doing, even though the previous cutscene in the game would tell you what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm sitting here, you got a cutscene where the blue ghosts, the skinny ones, take the pinwheel veins off the gate, and then after that cutscene, EGAD calls you talking about criminy. They stole the pinwheel veins. You have to go throughout the mansion to find them and get them back. Do I honestly need you to call me and tell me that after I just saw them take it? Anybody could have figured that out. So I don't like how often he calls you, just telling you stuff you already know. Like, it's ridiculous. Another thing I do not like about the game is I do not like that dog. That just adds an annoyance level to the game, and that just it's pointless. The dog wants to play, I got that, but you don't have to sit there and make that a stage, just chasing a dog, just to get a key back that Luigi for some reason can't seem to hang on to. You get the little key that you use in the tree, and then the ghost jacks it the moment he picks it up. You know what I mean? And then you gotta vacuum up the ghost, and then he's like, "Yay, I did it!" And it fucking the dog comes out of nowhere and rejacks that fool. It's like, bro, do you got butter on them hands, nigga? It's like put that junk in your pocket or something. But I don't like the dog missions. Those are easily could have did without that. And I also would have preferred if they kept it like the original Luigi's Mansion, where you just went into the mansion and you just went exploring. Unlocking things as you go, backtracking to other areas, because I personally like backtracking in my games. But since this is broken down in just individual like stages, it makes the game like far too linear for my liking. Like, the game is still good, but it is definitely way easier than the older game. And that's basically that for my Nintendo 3DS happenings. I started doing Insanity with my friend. Today was actually day 2, and my legs feel like garbage right now, but it is what it is. I'm still hitting day 3. Nothing will stop me, bro. As long as nothing on my body's broken, I will do this. And but yeah, Wii U game updates. We're getting Liege. We're getting Dreamfall chapters. This HTML5 program got approved, or Scribble, the developer of this service, I think it's called Construct 2, got approved as an official Wii U developer. So we're, more indie support. Let's see, Cloudberry Kingdom came out. Oh yeah, and so that basically brings me to the rest of this video, and that will be, why does everything have to turn into a this game is better than that game argument? Like, I'm sitting here, I was watching Fat Gamer's video, and like the video was just, "Are you Xbox strong?" And it was just Fat promoting his group that he created for the Xbox One, and Xbox games and of the like. But of course, no matter where you go, you're gonna see the Sony fans in the comment section trying to talk shit about everybody else's shit. Talking about how superior The Last of Us is to any other game. Like they talk about The Last of Us like that is the best game to have ever been made. Period. It's a masterpiece, bro. There are no problems with that shit. You're missing out, man. You're jealous, man. You don't have The Last of Us, dude. That game is it's just the best, dude. Like I sitting here, I read this comment, and this guy was like, name an Xbox exclusive that is as great as The Last of Us, has the scores and the critical acclaim of the gaming industry. And then I simply responded with Halo. I mean, I don't care if you like Xbox or not. You cannot deny Halo is basically what broke Microsoft into the industry to begin with. You know what I mean? Halo, the original Halo on the Xbox, and he did say scores. Halo on the Xbox had a 97. Halo 2 has a 95, which is just as good as The Last of Us. And I was, going by the Metacritic scores. But then I got some guy talking about Metacritic is horrible. I mean, I know Metacritic's not necessarily the best source to use, but then even on game rankings, Halo is still ranked higher than The Last of Us. So I'm like, how does that really negate anything I just said about Halo? And then he's basically talking about, he brought up fucking Game of the Year awards that Uncharted 2 had. And then he said that The Last of Us had 50 perfect scores. But the kicker about that is, the very first sentence he says, I don't go by scores. I go by Game of the Year awards. And then that's when he brought up Uncharted 2. And then I was just like, well, if you don't go by scores, then bringing up The Last of Us having 50 perfect scores, which that game, as good as it may be, is not a 10 out of 10. I mean, I've seen so many videos of failure that is within that game for it to have all those perfect scores, because a perfect 10 out of 10 implies there are absolutely no problems with this game. And these problems I'm watching are not like small problems. They're pretty fucking significant. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm like, so why would you bring up it having a record of 50 perfect scores, but say you don't go by scores? And then we're not even talking about Uncharted 2. You know what I mean? That's not like all this is the guy said a game as great. We're not turning it into which game is better, because you're gonna sit here and try to compare Halo's 10-decade-old legacy to a game that just came out. You know what I mean? Halo has done shit for Microsoft, okay? Nobody can deny this. The Last of Us, all I really know that The Last of Us has done is come out and got really good review scores. And you're gonna tell me that The Last of Us is better than Halo? Dude, they're not even games from the same genre, dude. You're comparing a first-person shooter to a survival horror action adventure game, dude. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it always has to come down to, like, for some reason, it's really only the Sony fans that do this. They always try to compare games to other games like they're better. Like, you should be comparing Killzone to Halo, not The Last of Us. Because guess what? Those are first-person shooters. Alright? And if I dare say so, I'm pretty sure Halo is better than Killzone, according to the gaming industry. So, I mean, what is up with all the comparisons with games of different genres, dude? We got dudes sitting here talking about, like, what is it? Infamous Second Son is better than Xenoblade. I'm like, Infamous is not an RPG, bro. Come on, dude. Like, compare like genres with like genres. Like, these comparisons is just so out there, dude. Like, compare like Drive Club with Need for Speed. Compare like Knack with fucking another game of this type. Compare Killzone to Halo. Compare like Infamous to like Grand Theft Auto or some another open world, or I don't know. Like, but don't sit here and do like cross-genre comparisons. That doesn't make any sense. Fucking The Last of Us with Halo. Like, what kind of sense does that make, dude? That makes none. Games are games, alright? And then what is better than others is all opinionated. But don't go around spreading your opinion like it's factual. Because, no, dude, it doesn't work like that. I mean, Last of Us may be a good game, but to say it's better than Halo is just stupid. Because they're not even the same type of game. But, yeah, because during that whole entire back and forth, he didn't say anything that negated anything I said about Halo. He was just basically telling me The Last of Us is better just because it's The Last of Us, bro. And I mean, all you have to do is look at the guy's recent activity and realize that he's pretty much pro Sony, anti anything else. Like I saw that he was on Halo 4's IGN review saying The Last of Us beats this game by miles, in my opinion. Really, dude? Nah, man. So I automatically can't take you seriously when your recent activity basically tells me all I need to know. Like he recommended me watch this dude's video about why Metacritic sucks, and then the guy he recommended me to was, what do you know, another pro Sony person, anti Microsoft. Like, really with that dude, really. But yeah, man. All I really need to say is enjoy your games. Keep it gaming. Play your PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Play your Wii, your Wii U, your 3DS, your PS Vita, and stop trying to act like a game is somehow magically better than another game just because you say so. And that's just how you feel. I mean, if I really wanted to, mess with the guy and actually continue with his little ridiculous argument of a game being better, I could just easily have said, well, Super Mario Galaxy destroys Last of Us, so what's your point? Because Super Mario Galaxy, no matter where you go, is the highest rated game. I don't care. Even over Uncharted 2 with its Game of the Year awards. So, stop with all that nonsense, dude. It's silly. They're games. They are games. We play games, or at least I hope we play games. I mean, some of the people in the community are pretty questionable about what they actually play, because if it has colors in it, they can't have none of that, because then their manhood is challenged. It's so bad, dude. It's silly. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Maybe you might be able to see some progress over time, since your boy's doing Insanity and doing all